Morning everyone. So today we have, let's just spin the camera around. The garden windmill doesn't go round, so we're going to take it down and see what's wrong with it. I dare say the bearing's gone on it, so we'll stick another bearing in it, hopefully something a little bit different. So yeah, got it down, and this bearing in here has seen far better days. It's not going around at all, and it's a nice windy day today, so I've got to try and get it out. See how we get on. So I got it on the table, and you could just see down in there, that's the retaining circlip. Don't know whether it's in focus or not. So I've got the circlip pliers. See if I can get it out. Bit of WD. Give it a squirt. Let that work in for a few minutes. So got the circlip out. Don't know whether I'm in a better position now or not. And it wobbles around a fair bit, so the bearings have definitely gone in it. So I've had to move into the shed at the moment. It's starting to rain outside, but anyway, I've got the circlip out, and I want to use, by the way, anybody else got such an untidy bench as mine? There's always stuff in the way. I've got this terrible habit of getting things out and not putting them away. So what I'm going to do, because what I need to do here, now I've knocked off the end of it, which was this piece here. It's just tacked on with a little weld, but I need to get that weld off to be able to get the blades off. Now I think I have found a bearing that looks like it might fit. Now, as you can see, this does go round now. I've got some oil in it, but it's not very good. So if I can get that bearing swapped over, we will have our little windmill back. So I was going to grind it, but I can't get it close enough to the wheel of the grinder, so I'm going to have to cut that bit off and then file it down. So that's what I'm going to do. Whoop. Deliberate mistake number one. Make sure you tighten the vise up. Hopefully that's got it. Let's have another go. Just want that little lump of weld. Put your hands over your ears. That's it. Okay. Right. File it down a bit smoother. And then it should knock off in a minute. So I'm just gonna, now I've got the lump of steel, just going to try hitting it down through to loosen it up a bit. There you go. Blades off. Now we've just got to get that bearing out. So what we're doing now is just trying to get the bearing off of the shaft. So few welts. See it moving. We're getting there. So the old bearing is out. New bearings waiting to go in. We've opened up the shaft. So there's a thread going through there. And it holds the bearing on. This is the middle part of the old bearing. So I don't know if you can see. Is it in focus? Not very well, is it? Hold on. So that's the middle part, which the middle part of that, which came out of that bearing. So now I just need to clean that up, that thread, put the new bearing on, tighten that part down, and work out a way of screwing the cap on wherever I've put the cap. Find that in a minute, so that it physically holds the fan in place. Right, fan, windmill. Oh, there's the cap. Yeah. So the assembly there pushes in like that. The circlip will go around there to hold it all together, and I will just make a hole in that on the top and put a nut and bolt there to hold that in. Job be a good one. So what I'm doing here, putting the circlip back in, if you can see that. Don't know how easy that's going to go in, to be honest with you. No, not as easy as I was hoping. Squeeze them both up together. Well, I can see what I'm doing. I think these circuit pliers are far too big for the job in hand. Yeah. May have to do it the manual way. Just getting a screwdriver. There you go, it's in. So it just remains to put a hole in the centre, put that in place. I don't think I should paint it. Yeah, it's quite old and I've oiled it up quite well. Should last a summer. So I'm going to put it back on its holder. I mean, even this was only temporary. I only just need to mount those two. Obviously, it can't do that. So I just want to point it towards the west, so it gets the prevailing wind. I'll just use a couple of cable ties on there and a bit of tape, like I had before. It's lasted a few years like that. You see it's working in the wind. So that bearing is a lot better than the old one. Right. So there we have it. A couple of cable ties and a little bit of Gorilla Tape. That's going to go on the side of my shed. And hopefully it will last a few more months. So there we go. Another little garden video done. And just got to wait for the wind to come now. It will. We'll suddenly have a gust. There we go. Job's a good one.